Welcome to Disturbed, Season 9, Episode 7. The Lady in White. Such a gentle way of saying it. I'm Rob Southgate. With me is Chris Mao. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Rob.
You're back.
I am back after a brief illness.
My other Chris is back. Thanks again to Chris Degadio for stepping in last week and filling in for you. He did a great job.
Great.
Did you listen to it?
I haven't had a chance to listen. I've been slowly recovering.
Yes.
Busy and slowly recovering, but
Are you feeling better?
yeah, a little bit. So getting better.
All right, cool. Well, we won't be too painful on this tonight. I know you're not feeling great. So let me just share this to our Facebook page. If anybody's out there and wants to join us in discussion, that would be awesome. We are still working the kinks out. I know there's only, 2 episodes left after this one of the regular show, but we will definitely continue on with this in some capacity, and we will have some live shows and things going on. So it would behoove us to get this all working. It is streaming on my Facebook page. Go figure on that one. But if you do see it and you want to share it, you can share it from wherever it pops up, and other people can then watch it on your page. So there you go. Here we go. I'm going to get Disturbed on there. So Chris, while I'm getting this together, initial thoughts. What'd you think of this episode?
You know what? I think it's a good setup for the last couple. I mean, I think there was a lot. They covered a lot of ground. A lot of time jumping, which I thought was cool. I thought it was good, and I think they're setting up for a really big last couple episodes. And there was some meat in this one, so I enjoyed it. So, I thought the 100th was, a little bit kind of there, and then this one was, they got more into what was happening, which was great.
What did you think of the redemption? I want to jump right to there. What did you think of the redemption of Jingles?
I didn't know what to expect was happening, and I don't know how much redemption there's going to be. I mean, he's is it great to say, oh, we had a normal life, but then he's like, everybody in Alaska has some kind of issue. So is it really a redemption, or is it him just for?
Well, no, I think it was a redemption. I mean, it's he turned into a good guy, even though he murdered all these people, and they keep bringing that up, and he admits it freely.
Right.
But at the same time, there is a redemption to him because he sacrificed himself for the betterment of his son.
Do we know that's what can happen or not? I mean, do we know that's what she meant, or is that something different? I mean, could it have been the devil telling him this is what you need to do to
No, right. That could be, but his intention, what he was perceiving out of that, was that he was doing it for his son.
Yes.
So I believe that he has redemption because he was believing that he was doing the right thing. He made a sacrifice for his son with the intention of doing the right thing.
Sure.
Whether she was lying or not, I actually got the impression she was lying. She was trying to manipulate him.
I think so too, and I don't know why he did that. Other than he's just gonna now
he had enormous guilt over his brother.
Oh sure.
He had enormous guilt over killing all those people, and in his mind, all he needed was that nudge, like, hey, if you take your own life, it's better for your son. And he was like, It is. And then he started talking to Bobby at the water, which was crazy because I fully expected Bobby
to come out of the water.
Yeah,
me too.
Didn't you? Like a total Friday the 13th moment, like, whoa! And he'd be like, Bobby, hey, what up?
Well, there were a couple things in here when Brooke was put to death. That's this episode, right? I'm sorry, I'm kind of combining. Brooke was put to death in this episode, right?
Nope. Brooke was put to death in the last episode, and then
do we see her?
Rita saved her at the very end.
At the very end, that's the very end of the last one. That's not this one.
Yes,
because I thought that was going to be a tie-in with. I thought that was going to be like Cordelia or something. Because the way the body shape was. So sorry, I missed that last time. So I mean, and their relationship. Why would she? I mean, when they get captured by
Dylan McDermott.
Yes, the Dylan McDermott Mulrooney combo. They're all
the mustache was glorious.
Well, how about Matt? I mean, Matt Morrison's even got worse in this. It was.
That's his groomed like adult mustache,
yeah.
and it's awful. It's awful.
The porn stash is great, but yeah,
it's so great. But Dylan McDermott was the best, and the way she got her revenge, like the whole thing. When he was there at the thing, you saw. Did you catch him? He was sitting in the background, and I'm like, I didn't realize it was him. I'm just like, that dude with the mustache is trouble.
I saw it exactly. I'm like, oh my god.
See, I didn't see it was him. I just was like, that guy's going to be trouble. And then when he got up close, I'm like, that's Dylan McDermott. That is amazing.
Yeah.
And when he got in the car, the whole time you're like, yeah, this isn't good. And then they showed the wanted sign. You're like, so this guy's a serial killer.
Right.
And he's like the hitcher, though.
Yeah. It was very
like he tied her up and he's like, you have to go and you're going to tear her off all her skin and the bones are going to grind. And you're like, oh my God. And I knew, of course, she was going to back. I knew what was going to happen. She's going to back up, but I didn't see how she was going to play that out.
Right.
When she went over her,
yeah,
I was like, it was all great. It just reminded me of The Hitcher or like in Grindhouse, the Tarantino one.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of that, but it was especially The Hitcher got me there.
It was a little bit like that, but I mean, of people to pick up on the side of the road. It would only been better if they would have picked up Ramirez and Jingles. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be like, yeah, dude, what are you doing? I mean,
I know, but I think the whole thing with Brooke was awesome because here's somebody who shouldn't give a hell at this point because she's already. I mean, I was watching it with. Molly watched her first American Horror Story tonight, watching this one with her. She was like this most of the time, but she did watch it. And it was funny because like in that scene, I was explaining to her, I'm like, look, she was put to death. As far as she knew, she was dead.
Right.
She is going back to that camp to break it up.
Right.
She doesn't care. So when this guy is like threatening her life, it's like, what do I have to lose?
Exactly. And went through hell and back. And
how about her revenge on him?
Yeah, cutting his thumbs off.
They tie him up and then cut his thumbs off. She's like, your days of hitchhiking are over. I'm like, oh my God. That's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that whole segment was really great. I thought this was one of the stellar episodes of the season, actually. And for me, this one worked.
Any more cricket? I mean, come on.
Oh my God. They're all dead.
They're all dead.
Courtney. His name's Courtney.
Courtney, I know. But
Martha goes, is that Elton John when he walked out?
It's Elton Willow is what it is.
And Rip Taylor. Hello.
Hello. I was waiting for that. Yeah.
When he walked in, I got everybody some treats. Oh my God, they're all dead. Oh, I love him so much. That scarf around his neck.
Oh yeah, he's
the tight pants and the hair. I'm like, could you just put him in everything?
And like the total like, it's not hipster, but that like the jacket with the 2 pins on the lapel because he wants to be that rock and roll.
Right.
It was so douchey, douchey. It was great.
It was great.
The guy taking the pictures walking around. I'm like, I turned to Kathleen and I said, I completely rocked that look in the late 80s.
Oh, please. Well, no, I thought when I saw Cricket, I thought that was you. And then I was like, oh, no, Chris is a lot bigger.
Thanks. Yeah, about 10 feet taller than him. So,
okay, I got a moment I got to talk about. We can't even be coherent on this episode because there's just so much fun stuff. Kaja Gugu was playing at this.
Well, when they show the poster, you see Billy Idol, and then I'm looking. I'm like, it's Kaja Gugu.
It doesn't even matter. Kaja Gugu, and they get this guy who has the hair.
Oh yeah.
If you look up, I showed Molly a video of Too Shy. It's the hair. The guy looked just like him.
Well, yeah. Well, when they go into like, are you going to play Too Shy? And he's like, that's all we play. He goes, well, what about Never Ending Story? No, that was my solo career. The band won't play it. I mean, number one, the band broke up by the time he did Never Ending Story. So
Right.
so they never would have toured like this. So Contra fans, this wasn't going to happen like this, but it's fantastic.
The better part was the implication that when Ramirez is like, you made a deal with the devil. So Too Shy was his deal with the devil.
Yes.
I was dying. I was absolutely dying. And then the whole band gets slaughtered.
Yes. The guy that
why have they not had Billy Idol on yet?
I know. I thought the bus pulled up. I'm like, yes, we're going to get to see Billy Idol.
And seriously,
9,000 years old. So
seriously, they got to put the real Billy Idol on this.
Well, if they don't, it's going to be an outroar.
And even if you just have him as like the roadie for Billy Idol, because he's older, he's like, oh, Billy's coming.
The guy who's like their manager is like a rock and roll guy, and I can't think of who it is.
Who's manager?
Kajagoogoo's manager. Because remember, they walk in and they're like, "We got the talent," and then Kajagoogoo comes out.
I don't remember who that was at all. All right, I'm looking it up. See if I can't get it on this one.
It's Ryan.
Oh my God, the Kajagoogoo thing was just brilliant.
Well, how about the lifestyle for the rich and famous? Come on. When I started,
that was last week. You're a week behind, Chris.
That whole thing with this is just fantastic. So
the lifestyle, that was all excellent. That was hilarious. I mean, this season, if you grew up in that time, this is running on all cylinders. And I was a little afraid. I thought, okay, it's going to be like the first episode I enjoyed a lot, but I'm like, we're in the middle of Friday the 13th. It's going to be 10 weeks of Friday the 13th. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe it's going to be a lot of references, which it is, but I'm totally into it. I think this is so well done. The fact that now we realize this is a ghost story.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yes.
I'm into it. Here we go. The tour manager was Paul Rogan. I don't know if he's anybody. I mean, I'm sure he's somebody, but
I've seen him and stuff before. I thought he was like a real rock and roll guy.
Yeah, he's on the Orville. I don't know if he's in Superstore. I don't see him being a rock and roll guy. I don't know. I
know I recognize his,
Yeah.
How can we get you in this, just like Game of Thrones, how can you throw your guys a bone and put them in, sprinkle them in as extras or whatever.
Right, as many things as possible. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. It starts out in 1948. We see that the camp has a different name.
Yes.
And right away, Lily Ray.
Oh, yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
And what a part.
Yeah.
What a part. And I love the interaction. We see Jingles as a kid. What casting. Yeah. I knew that was Jingles in 2 seconds.
Sure.
And it wasn't just because he was bigger. I knew that was Jingles.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And that the death of Bobby was horrific. I could barely watch that. Of all the deaths and decapitations and stuff.
You just knew it was coming. It was.
I know. That is one of my biggest fears.
He's playing, the lawnmower's going, the kid's going to fall in front of the lawnmower and die.
I almost drowned a couple times when I was younger. So I never really liked that. I don't like to swim that much now. So I always have this, and I don't have a fear of water, but I just get uneasy. So when he was out there swimming and he went under the water, I was like, no, not liking that. Then he comes up and I'm like, okay. Right. As soon as he started that motor, I was like, this is my worst nightmare. That you're going to get under there and it's going to just cut your throat or something. I'm so scared of that. So that to me was horrific, which was great. I mean, it was what you wanted. I want to be scared when I watch the show. I'm never really scared. I just have fun with it. This, I was uneasy. I was scared. I was like, what is going on? And then the terror, when she came out, she was just ripped apart that Bobby was dead. And she's so awful to Jingles.
Yeah.
We got to see how Jingles got his limp.
Right.
And Bobby's not going to come out of the water. You know why?
Because the blood was spilled after he died.
Yep. The blood ritual happened after he died. But it's interesting that Jingles is the reason for the blood ritual or the blood curse.
Yes.
He stabbed his mother and that blood soaked into the ground, and that's what caused the blood curse that traps all those ghosts there. So I think we're going to have a big ghost story for the final two.
I don't know if that's the point that what happened, or when she saw that he was happy, that when she got so mad that she cursed him. Do you know what I mean? Like that
When
is
he was happy, where?
well, like the blood spilled, and maybe she was cursed.
No, she was already trapped there. No, she was already trapped there.
I know, I understand that, but like that, everyone else was trapped because she spoke into Margaret's ear.
And no, I don't think that's it. I think the curse happened when her blood spilled on there. She was the only one that was dead from that point on until that night when she gave Margaret a push. She said, "Margaret's nuts," right?
Right.
She said, Margaret's already got some scrambled eggs going on up there.
Right.
She gave her the push. She put the idea in her head, but the curse was already there. It was when he stabbed her. That was the blood curse. I'm telling you, it soaked into the ground and it cursed the land.
Sure, but she also said,
Chris says it was the curse was built on her rage and heartache. So you're thinking he's thinking it was done when Bobby was killed. I think it was when she got stabbed.
No, well, it wouldn't have happened until she got stabbed. But I don't even think it manifested itself until she saw Jingles be happy with Margaret, and then she just got mad that he's there, that he actually is enjoying his life and is happy. So she wanted him, and that's
so you're thinking that's where the actual curse happened,
right? Where it cursed and kept everybody there that died there.
Could be
because you know what it did, and it answered the question in this one: where are all the people that died there running around? Because
now last week we saw a bunch of the older people, but last week when I was talking to Chris, I brought up we didn't see those people that dressed up like Jingles. We got them tonight.
So
they're all hanging out there. But there's nobody from the 40s because she was the only one that died at that point.
Sure.
She was cursed to haunt the land. Maybe the blood curse didn't happen until she caused the curse later. So you might be right.
It's. I mean, I don't say it's here or there. I mean, obviously she stuck around as a ghost because she was pissed off, and so then she just what a terrific mom.
Yeah. Well, it definitely had a Jason Voorhees feel. She was definitely because if you remember, spoiler in the first one, the mom was the killer, and in this, when she killed all those kids or the counselors, and even the sex scene in the woods, I'm like, this is so out of Friday the 13th.
Right.
When that happened, it definitely had that full vibe. Him stabbing her was the difference.
Yeah. Well, it is there. I mean, and Chris just brought up, and I think it's a good point about him killing the counselors and all that stuff, but we haven't seen them floating around the camp yet. So, I mean, if we see them, I mean, it's obvious that it's her that she caused this curse that keeps all the people that die there. It just, I guess, when it is in effect, because it seemed like she made a point to talk about how she saw that Jingles was happy and blah blah blah, and that's when she whispered in her ear.
So I want to address what's going on here. Chris is writing in. He said it happened when she got stabbed, and her hate for Jingles is what caused her to kill everyone as her children and revenge on the lifeguard in the form of counselors. So that's what I think totally is right. You said no, but we don't see them yet. But we did. We saw. Nobody died there after she died. It wasn't until the camp reopened.
She died
and then Margaret killed everybody. Those counselors we saw again.
Right. No, Chris, you might be right because the mother doesn't die until after those counselors are dead. So maybe the ghost isn't going to be around. So
there's no ghost. That's why Bobby's ghost isn't there either.
Yeah.
So, but that's why everybody else that's been killed there is popping up.
We
haven't seen Birdie pop up. I wonder if Birdie will pop up.
Maybe.
Yeah, she died there.
She did. Is Kaja Gugu the house band for the ghosts?
I hope so. Oh no, we have.
All they're going to play is the same song. Kaja Gugu, Too Shy. That's it. Yeah, no kidding. At least Billy Idol has some good. I mean, he has a few, even the Dead. Isn't that what Montana's for? Gosh, I do. It's kind of. I think Kevin was telling me it's like Tiffany is on the bill. I can't even think of who it is, but
I
was
going to try to the no,
there is.
Schubert.
It was another 80s band.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to create a playlist when we figure out what bands are on this. I'm going to create a playlist on Spotify. All right, let's see. Songs? No. Camp Redwood Food and Music Festival. That's the name of the music festival. Back and looking at that. 1989 Camp Redwood Food and Music Festival. Nope, it doesn't say. So we are going to have to put our. Oh, wait, here we go. Dexy's Midnight Runners, Men Without.
Oh, back
the bands that are on this. Hey, I'd go see this. Yeah, I don't know.
Get
out. With Poland.
Yes.
Stuff at that point.
Yes.
Dex.
Safety Dance, we're in.
Yeah.
Oh, get out of here. Oh, Mickey. Hey, that'd be good.
I think
I saw 3 of these bands a couple years ago at Ravinia. Seriously. In an 80s thing. It was great. Oh my God. Come on, Eileen's a great bad 80s song.
Oh,
is my that's on my all-time 80s hits. That and Take on Me. That's it. You're in.
Also, that
yes, it is good.
Yeah, this is like stop.
Like in the making of that video, he literally, the guy who runs it's so neurotic, he fired like 3 of the band members during the video shoot because he didn't like the way the guy was acting. Just canned him. Said, "You're out. Get out. You're not here in the second act."
And we got.
I mean, you know, these guys, and he had a couple. They had a couple of good songs. Dexy's Midnight Runners. I mean, they did. They had a good. Yeah, but they had a couple other good ones, like Jack Wilson said something. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So, well, no, they had. I mean, you know, they're on Jules Holland every once in a while. They were on a few times back in the day. They were good. So. Yeah. I did not know he was in. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting off track. So. Yeah, no kidding. So. But we can appreciate. Yes. And not anymore though, because Jingles is going to run things now. You know that's happening. Jingles is going to be like, no, he's right. Well, no, he's not going to be afraid of his mom. He's going to be like, you're pretty much toast now. So they're just going to kill him.
Guys.
Yeah. I think they're his first 3 kills ever, truthfully. Yeah, he did. No, did he kill the guard? Yeah, he did. Yeah, right. So they're 2, 3, and 4, but they're number 1 in our hearts. Well, no, did he kill the little guy, the young guy, or not? I think Ramirez killed him, didn't he? The guy, I thought he let the guy that was peeing live because he felt bad for him. Didn't he? Don't sleep on Rick. Rick Springfield might be hanging around the camp anyway. Isn't he? He's dead. I feel bad.
Kajagoogoo, the band, but again. Really?
No, Chet and Xavier killed him. What, the Jingles guy, the kid? Wide Load, yeah. So Wide Load was not killed by Jingles. Jingles let him live. Oh yeah. They deserved it. They were jerks.
Like,
well, is that, yeah.
Courtney's gonna. Oh.
To roll I'm going to, yeah, Courtney. Is that going to be the tie-in? That'll be great. All cricket all the time. He starts a phone company. It's going to be great. It's going to be huge. Cricket.
Yeah.
Cricket. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Evan Peters. No, you love whatchamajigger more. Yeah, you, well, I can't, Dennis O'Hare. Dennis O'Hare, come on. What? Yeah. Not more than cricket? Come on. Oh. Come on, when he played Liz Taylor? Come on, that was fantastic.
Actually, just keep bringing.
Oh yeah. Well, it was great. They just pulled her into, just a few scenes. Really playing a like crazy bitch, to use a word. And rightfully so, being upset, but like way over the top, really angry. Yeah, it was great. She had a really bad, ugly face. It was really good. It was horrible. Like we're watching, I'm like, ew, that's not the best, look for her, but it's all right. Yes. Dave, is that what his name was? Yeah, I'm almost gonna hit Richard Ramirez by the end of the year. It's like, come on, dude.
Oh dear. Well, although
they're almost up to. Well, what about her? And I know this might be the last episode too. Her talking about serving ice cream at John Wayne Gacy's house. And just to throw that out, that plot of land's up for sale again. You see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I've driven by there a couple times. It's got bad juju. Fuck that. Burn it. Just torch it. Yes. He's how about the bad the bad shorts? Just the bad. How did we survive the 80s? It's awful. Oh my god. It's so bad.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Dave does need to meet him, but Dave's an amateur. Dave isn't dead either, so
Well,
it'll be thumbless. That would be great. Montana's taunting him. Ray's running around, freaking out.
stop it.
It's awful. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love it. I mean, I think this is just it is. I'm sorry. I really like Cody Fern's acting. I think he's actually doing a really good job. In the beginning, I thought it was horrendous, and then it's like, no, you actually have to act to be this bad. So
Amazing one in
the,
the
oh yeah, you don't think they all do? You don't think Billy Lord is just like this is fantastic? Yeah,
God.
yeah. How about the scene in the hotel when the lady comes pounding on the door for Richard Ramirez? He goes, "You're French," and she's like, "No, I am German." It's like, come on. I watched them both today because I was sick. So yeah, well, the last one had some classicness, but this was good. So
Hey, that
oh, I know they're big shoes to fill in. I got big feet, unfortunately, but thank you. Big boxes, big, big gloves. No, they don't. Well, I'll confirm that. That is negatory. Yeah, that's because I'm a fat. That's all. So absolutely, I can be found at Blue Box Cafe or Blue Box Cafe 176 on social media. Also, GeeksCon with a Z, because Lil and I are hip hop.
and actually for we remember to in to this
There you go.
being sure thank you
Yes.
so so yeah you are uh, I sure stuff tips about uh, the book. It's called this It's all in the shit. It's not our and all do something to get to you.
Yeah, we appreciate it all, guys, and thank you very much. Thanks for speaking with us. Yeah. Right. Well, we're finally. I hate to say it, we finally done it every week, which is great, and we didn't peter out at the end because life didn't throw us monkey wrenches or things didn't happen. So it's been great, and I hope we can continue to do it. It's we'll do something. We can go back over old stuff. We actually have a lot of stuff to go. We have what, like 8 episodes that we. Yes. Sure.
Just pick one.
Exactly. So how many more are left? Do we know? 2? Nice.
2.
Yeah, I thought they were talking. They have some ideas. They didn't really go into it very much. An article that said I think he, has Ryan Murphy has some ideas about the next 2 seasons. So that'll be good.
More an article I think
What for what?
Keep going.
Right. Sure. Can we bring Glee back? The first 2 seasons. I actually didn't mind it. It was a little. It was just enjoyable. It was a fun watch. Come on. I mean, we're from the age of high school. Yeah, no, they were good. They were talented. It was, it was fun. Oh, that's not Glee. Come on. They were. Both of them were on. So a lot of people were. Matthew Morrison was on Glee too. So what? Matthew Morrison, the guy who played. Yeah, he was the teacher. Well, I mean, because they. Oh my God! That would any of them. That would be great, Leah. Yeah. Well, they should, yeah. And bring it back. She would be great. I don't know if she still does stuff with them, but yeah, that'd be good. All right. Yeah. And she was in Joker too. Well, the other one was in Joker. What's her name? I can't think of it. What? River. No. Who's his mom? His mom from. Oh God, his mom is. Who was the one with the red hair? The Coven lady, the older one with the red hair. I can't think of her name. I know. I can't. Yeah, I am. All right, let's get out of here. Thanks, Chris, for listening, joining us. Yes, we do.
lifetime warranty.
I was going to do that. That's not even in the microphone. Just want to let you know. Gosh, I give you.